I that's one of the things that I appreciate about the Socratic issues is that that's you should if it's proper learning, you should feel dumber when you get done because in learning something, you learn all the things around it and all the things dealing with it that you don't know. You may know that one direct thing, but now you realize there's a whole list of things you don't know. You should put a book down and feel like you're a little dumber at the end of the day, and
Yeah,
that's kind
I
of
don't
keeps their hubris right.
I hear what you're saying. I just
Yeah.
don't like the term dumber just because you can read a bunch of things, but
Hmm.
intelligence is more complicated than just like memorizing history books or memorizing facts or
Hmm.
there's so many different forms of intelligence. There's social intelligence, emotional intelligence, musical intelligence.
Hmm.
So I just don't like the term you should feel dumber. Maybe you should just be aware that you have a lot more to learn.
You have Socrates, he's what, 78 years old, and he's getting ready to kill himself. And his most famous statement is that he doesn't know anything. The smartest guy in the world doesn't know a thing. I think that's kind of
That's
him doing that.
actually an intelligent thing. If
Yeah.
you are comfortable enough to admit that nothing is certain, that's actually quite an intelligent thing. That's not a dumb thing. Acquiring knowledge doesn't
Hmm.
make you smarter or dumber. It's what you do with the knowledge that is a fair assessment. If I read a bunch of books and I
Hmm.
don't do anything creative or productive with that knowledge, I feel like that's kind of dumb to not actually apply the knowledge, to not
Hmm.
actually create anything. I feel like that's dumb. But I feel like um, just because you weren't aware of something and then you learn something, if you're
Hmm.
able to understand it, that doesn't mean you're dumb. But I see what you're saying. It makes you feel dumb because you're more aware of what you don't know. So I get
Yeah.
what you're
Yeah. I guess that's the Socratic thing is that he got all the way through his life, and then he realized that he didn't know anything. I've heard a guy in a debate one time. He said, you don't know where your car is. You think that it's in the parking lot right now, but you don't know that.
saying.
Like I don't know that you exist. You don't know that I exist. The whole world could be, what's the term for that?
Illusion.
Yeah, the whole thing's an illusion. But the joke, Descartes, Descartes. He goes into a bar and the bartender gives him a drink, and then he gets done, and then the bartender says, "Would you like another drink?" And Descartes says, "I think not," and he vanishes. Because I think, therefore I am.
Right,
Cogito
right.
ergo
Yeah.
sum. Yeah.
Yeah.
So